Setup number 4 is system controls, and this is to do with how the flex fields are connected to the fixed access instance. So this screen contains around 7 or 8 fields. This is the name that shows up in the different reports, and you can edit it throughout the life of the instance. Oldest date place in service is the earliest possible date an asset can have, and you wouldn't be able to enter a date previous to this year, 1st January 1950. Then we have the key flex fields we earlier defined, and this screen allows you to attach those 3 key flex fields to our Oracle fixed assets instance. You can only have one set of these asset key flex fields. Once you have put them there, you cannot edit it. And if so, you have to be very careful when you are defining the key flex fields. If you accidentally or by mistake defined 4 segments and later on decided that you did not want the 4th one, you are stuck with that. So, and then this field starting asset number, this is the first asset number the system will have. And as you add more assets to it, this number keeps incrementing by 1. And this is the latest asset number that's in the system right now. This checkbox prevents a user from entering the asset number himself when the asset is being added manually. If you click it, then the person cannot enter it manually. If you leave it unclicked, the person can himself enter the fixed assets value. Fifth setup of fixed assets is called manage fiscal years. And I'm going to take you to the system to show how this setup is done. So you are in the setup maintenance screen. Offering is financials, and the command is called manage fiscal years. And this is how the first screen of this setup looks like. So this is the setup that Vision 21 company already has. This is the predefined fiscal year. Some other users have defined these fiscal years. So we are going to concentrate on the one that Oracle Corp has already defined for us. So for this one, the approach that has been taken is that for every financial year, every calendar year is to be taken as fiscal year. So start of the fiscal year will be 1st Jan, and the last date is 31st December, and the mid of the year is 1st July. So for every year, you will see one record in the screen. So this is how fiscal years are defined. Next setup is to do with the asset keys, and the command is manage asset keys. Let's go to the system to check this. The navigation is setup and maintenance. And then in the offerings, you press the financials option. And then in the search task, you put in manage asset keys. And when you search in this form, you will see the different asset keys that are already defined. So the concept, the usage of this field is that, let's say you have got 2 or 3 assets that are of different categories, but you want to bunch them together. So let's say we have a compressor station, and under you have compressor station related assets are one plant compressor station and 2 trucks. So the 3 of them, whenever you want to search for any assets that are assigned to this particular project, you can put the letters compressor station in the asset key field of the 3 assets, and then in the search criteria, in the asset key field, when you put in the compressor station string, it's going to pick up the three assets. That's it for this particular setup. 7th setup is to do with asset locations, and the command is manage asset locations. I'll show you the navigation. You go into setup and maintenance, then you put in the command manage asset locations. You press the search button, it's going to show you some seeded members, the segment combinations. So this is the data that Oracle Corporation put in the system for a fictitious company called Vision. So in our case, we have a four segment segment combination for location, country, state, city, and building. And you'll notice that there's a star on segment 1 and 3, whereas segment 2 and 4 are blank, don't have a star. That means 1 and 3 are compulsory. So you'll notice that's the reason building has, you can leave building field blank and still get the combination in the system. Same here, segment number 2 is also blank in this particular case. So it depends on how you configure and how many systems or how many segments you need. Fixed asset calendar is defined using the manage asset calendars command, and the navigation is setup and maintenance, offerings, financials, and then manage asset calendars. And then when you look at the screen, it shows you a few calendars already defined. So there are a couple that you can see have the word vision in them. So these are the ones Oracle Corporation has created for this fictitious company called Vision. And let's open this particular one. And you will notice that for any particular year, there will be 12 records. So starting from January 1st till December 31st, 2026, you'll see 12 periods. If you press the plus button, it's because it's connected to the accounting fiscal accounting year called accounting cal year, which starts from 1st Jan to 12th and ends on 31st December. So when you press the plus button, it's going to start defining the next year's fiscal calendar. And I'll show you what I mean. You do a plus, it takes you to January. Starting date is January 1st, ending date is 31st January. I keep pressing the plus button. It's going to keep incrementing by month. Every month will have the starting date of 1st and the last date will be 30th, 31st, or 28th, 29th, whichever the case is. So this takes care of the fiscal calendar setup.